My 82-year-old father just called me and said, Mike, I'm going to start taking creatine. I heard so many amazing things about it. That's really interesting to me because creatine has been around for like over 30, 40 years. Back in 1992, a British sprinter who won a gold medal in the Olympics credited creatine to part of his success. And now, 30, 40 years later, everyone's talking about creatine, but I really do think it is probably the best supplement you can take if you're in your 50s, 60s, and even 70s. I've taken it on and off my whole life. I get tremendous results with it. So in this video, let's go over all the benefits of taking it, some basic protocols, how much you should take, and some of the science behind it. And there's a really interesting story about creatine. When I was in my late teens, like in the late 70s, I remember ordering a booklet called The Secret Bulgarian Workout. I was so excited to get it. At that time, the Bulgarians were some of the strongest people in the world. And the big takeaway from this report was, number one, the Bulgarians would work out for 45 minutes 3 times per day, instead of doing, say, a 2-3 hour workout straight. And the second thing was they were eating a tremendous amount of chopped meat, red meat. See, what it turns out is that 2.2 pounds of red meat is equal to about 5 grams of creatine. At the time, no one knew about creatine back then. So what I always felt was the Bulgarians were getting stronger from taking in so much creatine, besides being very advanced in their training obviously as well. Now let's go over the science behind creatine and why it works. See, creatine helps the body make ATP, androgen triphosphate. See, all muscle contraction is fueled by ATP. So for example, if you start doing push-ups, the first 5 to 7 seconds of exertion, you're going to use the stored ATP directly in the muscle. But once you use it up, you're left with ADP, androgen diphosphate. So the next energy system is they pull a creatine phosphate group to make ATP. So it definitely can make you stronger. Every time I take it, I feel 5-10% stronger instantly. And it's also one of the most studied supplements, showing how effective it is. And it really is a safe supplement. Maybe the only side effects would be if you took too much, it can upset your stomach. See, 15, 20 years ago, everyone was talking about loading creatine. They would recommend you take 20 grams a day for maybe 3-4 days. Max out how much creatine can be stored in your muscle like right away. But some people, that would upset your stomach. So in the last few years, most people don't load. Most people typically take 5 grams of creatine monohydrate per day, unless you're like a really big guy, like a football player weighing 250, 300 pounds. Whenever I take creatine, I generally take 5 grams, and sometimes I even go down to 2.5, 3 grams per day, and I get great results. And there's even some new research out there in the last few years saying that taking mega doses, like 20, 30 plus grams of creatine per day, gives cognitive benefits, helps with memory. But I have found even just taking 5 grams of creatine helps me with my memory and my mental focus during the day. I really think it is one of the best supplements you can possibly take if you're 40, 50, 60, 70, even 80 years old. Because as you know, the older you get, it's so much easier to lose muscle mass, even if you're resistance training. So eating animal proteins, chicken, fish, meat, salmon, sardines, they're all high in creatine, as well as taking a creatine supplement, probably really is a smart move. Let me know if you have any questions about creatine. I literally have been taking it on and off for over 20 years, and I put a whole bunch of my coaching clients on it. It really is an effective, safe supplement.